Hey guys, welcome back to Sponsbar. We are back with another video. This is going to be a monthly cricket podcast. We'll be discussing about the Raise the Bat series, the series between England and West Indies. Other than that, we are going to discuss about the 3TC that happened between three South African teams, and we'll discuss about IPL as well. So first, let's start with the Raise the Bat series. West Indies could not win the series. The series was won by England 2-1,
2-1.
and the man to watch for in this series, in my opinion, was not Ben Stokes, but it was Stuart Broad, mainly because of the number of wickets that he got in this series. That is 500 Test wickets. He completed 500 Test wickets in this series, and definitely a huge achievement for Stuart Broad.
Again, for me, with bat, it was Ben Stokes. मतलब Ben Stokes ने बहुत अच्छी बल्लेबाजी की. After second test में भी 81 पे कुछ 3 विकेट थे. Then again after that he came to bat and with Tom Sibley के साथ एक अच्छी पार्टनरशिप बनाई. टॉम सिबली को भी अपने अंडर लिया कि मतलब तुम बस सिंगल स्ट्राइक रोटेट करो, बाकी सब मतलब मैं हैंडल करूँगा. So again, Ben Stokes was fantastic in this series. और again जो फर्स्ट है जो वेस्ट इंडीज जो इंग्लैंड हारा था, में बेन स्टोक्स नहीं थे. आई थिंक सो मतलब नहीं का बेन स्टोक्स एंड जेमी एंडरसन की जो पार्टनरशिप है वो काफ़ी अच्छे से काम करती है. एंड अगेन दिस इज प्रूव दैट कि मतलब स्टुअर्ट ब्रॉड जैसे कहा कि स्टुअर्ट ब्रॉड वाज प्लेयर टू वॉच आउट फॉर. अगेन दिस इज प्रूव दैट कि स्टुअर्ट ब्रॉड कितने इंपॉर्टेंट है इंग्लैंड के लिए. एंड गोइंग अगेन प्लस उनका अभी एज हो रहा है. आई थिंक सो ही इज 35 ईयर्स ओल्ड स्टुअर्ट ब्रॉड. तो अगेन उनका एज हो रहा है अभी. लेट्स सी क्या होता है. मतलब अगेन वेस्ट इंडीज के काफ़ी अच्छे पॉजिटिव भी थे इस चीज़ के अंदर. What do you think about West Indies performance? मतलब कैसा लगा performance आप West Indies का?
See, as far as the first test was concerned, I believe that West Indies could do something in this series, but unfortunately they could do nothing. Both the test matches were below average performance by the West Indies team, and West Indies team cannot bat at all. That's what we've seen in this series. And in the third test, they even failed to score 200 runs, which was the least they could do to at least save the test match. They could not do that, and they had a small chance of drawing the series due to rain, but again they could not even do that. So yeah, as far as the West Indies are concerned, I'm really disappointed. Not surprised, but I'm very disappointed. I did believe that West Indies could do fine, but like I said, they really disappointed me. So very below par performance from the West Indies team. And talking about Stuart Broad, and whenever we talk about Stuart Broad, we remember those sixes which Yuvraj Singh hit him back in 2007. But let's get over it now. Stuart Broad has got 500 Test wickets, and 500 Test wickets is not a joke. Only the elite players belong to the list of 500 Test wickets, and Stuart Broad is among the greats now. So yeah, a living legend, and like you said, he's 35 years old right now. And as far as he's fit, we should not talk about his retirement. Same like Jimmy Anderson, both of them have a lot of cricket left in them. They'll continue for a few years, and so hopefully he'll get around 600, 700 wickets if that's possible, if his body supports him. So that's what we'll be hoping. And talking about Jimmy Anderson.
Wait. I want to just say one thing. You talk about fitness side. मतलब fitness की बात की. Jimmy Anderson और Stuart Broad के. Jimmy Anderson suffered I think so hamstring suffer किया था. hamstring को जो pull हुआ था उनका Ashes में. Again that requires 6 months of injury. Actually it was supposed to heal in 1 or 2 months. But again it took I think so 6 महीने लगे उस इंजरी को ये करने के लिए. तो again बहुत लोगों ने मतलब तभी क्वेश्चन भी किया था कि मतलब as the body ages, इंजरीज को भी रिकवर होने को टाइम लगता है. तो मुझे लगता है कि मतलब थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है अभी इस पे फिटनेस का एंडरसन के पास. ब्रॉड को दिक्कत नहीं लगता.
एंडरसन की एज हो गई है. एंडरसन इज नॉट 20 years old anymore. He is over 36. He's about 37 or 38 years old. So the injuries will take a long time to recover. So that's happening. But Anderson was asked about it. He was asked about his retirement plans. So he said that he doesn't have retirement in his mind anymore, or rather now. So we should not. So as fans also, we should not talk about his retirement, because if he's not thinking about his retirement, who are we to talk about his retirement? So even though he's got injuries, even though he takes a longer time, we should not talk about the retirement yet, because he's not talking about his retirement. So that's what I feel. And about Broad, he's 35 years old. He could play around 4 or 5 years old, just like Jimmy Anderson did. And if both of them decide to hang the boots together, that could be something. So that's what I feel. Or rather, Broad could continue even after Jimmy Anderson's retirement. So that's what I feel about both of them. Both of them could go on and pick about 700 wickets in their career. That is entirely possible. Jimmy Anderson is only a few wickets away from 600 Test wickets, so that could come anytime soon. And and like you and like you talked about retirement, I feel retirement is not what they are thinking about right now.
बट आई थिंक सो इंग्लैंड शुड मतलब इंग्लैंड को सोचना चाहिए मतलब कि मतलब रिटायरमेंट मतलब अभी नाउ 1 is 35 1 is 37 again these two were a partnership they both bowled in pairs दोनों न्यू बॉल बॉलर्स है दोनों ने एक साथ बॉलिंग की है एंड इफ बोथ एट द सेम टाइम एंड आई थिंक सो इंग्लैंड शुड माइट मतलब नहीं क्या अभी ठीक है रिटायरमेंट की तो अभी बात चालू नहीं है अभी उनका कुछ अभी हो रही है बट आई थिंक सो इंग्लैंड शुड लुक कि मतलब नहीं क्या उनके रिप्लेसमेंट को होने चाहिए क्या होने चाहिए अगेन आई थिंक सो मतलब बहुत मुश्किल होगा इंग्लैंड के लिए ऐसा पैर ढूंढना आई थिंक सो दे कैन फाइंड इंडिविजुअल बॉलर्स but again the way that Jimmy Anderson and Stuart Broad complemented each other they knew each other's strength and weakness they backed each other again ऐसी
They
पार्टनरशिप मिलना मतलब
complement each
काफ़ी
other.
अगेन ऐसी पार्टनरशिप मिलना बहुत मुश्किल है मतलब क्रिकेट में पार्टनरशिप बैटिंग में पार्टनरशिप मिल जाती है लेकिन बॉलिंग में पार्टनरशिप ढूंढना थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है
Correct.
तो अगेन आई थिंक सो इंग्लैंड को मतलब उसके आगे देखना चाहिए एंड एज फार मतलब वैसे मुझे वेस्ट इंडीज में एक बात करनी थी सेकंड टेस्ट मैच द फर्स्ट डे
We'll talk
वाज
about English. We'll talk about these partnerships right now. So as far as partnerships are concerned, like you said in bowling, England have Broad and Anderson. New Zealand have Trent Bolt and
टीम साउदी
Trent Bolt and his partners Tim
टीम
Southee.
साउदी
Australia has Mitchell Stark, Josh Hazelwood, and Pat Cummins. Australia have rather a partnership of three bowlers. So, like you said, it's very difficult to find a partner. Yes, it is very difficult, but and absolutely, England must start finding replacements to these players. It is going to be difficult, but I guess they already have Jofra Archer, so they should only find one bowler who could complement Jofra Archer the way Broad did to Anderson. So if they could do that, things are going to be fine for the English team, and they have players right now. They have Jofra Archer is doing well. Mark could continue. Vokes is there, so they have bowlers, but they have to find a partner for Jofra Archer because Jofra Archer is the best bowler as far as the young England team is concerned.
I have a partner in mind, I have, Joshua Archer, right-handed bowler, and Sam Curran, a left-handed bowler. What do you think about it? मतलब एक left hand, एक right hand, एक left hand. Again, Joshua Archer is, he can bowl the swing outside, inside, and Sam Curran, left hand, right-handed के तो मतलब excellent है मतलब inside swing करने के लिए. So again, Sam Curran and Joshua Archer. What do you think about it?
This could be a partnership, but we've not seen both of them play together for so many test matches. It could be very early for us to say right now that these two could complement each other, but I'm not sure if this could happen anytime soon. But is this a possibility? Yes. Can this happen again? Yes. When will it happen? We are not sure about that, and but we'll be really glad if this happens because both the bowlers are very young and I reckon these guys could go on and play for about 12 years of Test cricket. So they also have time. So yes, a right hand left hand combination could do really well.
Because I've seen Stark bowling left hand and Pat Cummins bowling right hand, and we all know both are deadly. And Pat Cummins is the number one batsman, number one bowler right now in Test cricket. So again, that partnership has worked well for Australia. So again, I thought this can work for England as well. So I was just putting a point again.
We'll have to wait and watch. We'll have to wait and watch for that. Because we'll have to let Sam Curran grow right now. Sam Curran is he's about 22 right now. When he'll be around 26, 27 years old, that time we could say that, yeah, he's complementing Jofra Archer or let Jofra Archer have some experience in Test cricket right now. He's very new. He's done. He's had great performances, but he's very new. So when both these players are experienced, then we could say that yes, these guys are complementing each other. Or no, these guys aren't doing well as partners, but individually. So that we have to wait and watch.
Again, coming back to West Indies के बारे में बात करेंगे मतलब again second test match the first day was washed out. I think so only 17 or 18 overs play was managed on the first day. So again West Indies lost that test in 4 days. Again fifth day में I think so 5वें दिन पे उनको सिर्फ 80 ओवर बैटिंग करनी थी 80 or 85 overs they just had to bat 80-85 overs. And again, they couldn't possibly do that. And again, in the third test match, the fourth day was washed out. And again, they had to just bat 990 overs, but they couldn't manage it. So I think so. That's the I think so. That's the way I think so. West Indies are going wrong in the test match. They are thinking just to score runs, score runs, score runs. But I think so. They मतलब उनको देखना चाहिए कि मतलब कब रन्स बनाने हैं और कब रन्स मतलब नहीं ये करने, क्योंकि इंग्लैंड इन द सेकंड टेस्ट मैच में इंग्लैंड को देखा, फर्स्ट डे तो मतलब मैच नहीं हुआ था ज़्यादा, सेकंड डे दे प्लेड स्लोली, अगेन बेन स्टोक्स was also batting slowly, Tom Sibley as we also okay was batting very slowly, but on the third day Ben Stokes started picking up the shot, he started hitting the shots again, एंड सेकेंड इनिंग्स में भी देखा कि मतलब 18 ओवर में 130 रन बनाए, दे जस्ट प्ले लाइक 2020 क्रिकेट। तो अगेन वेस्ट इंडीज बैट्समैन को ये पता होना चाहिए कि मतलब कब एक्सटेट करना है, कब डिफेंस करना है, और ज़्यादा दे नो अबाउट इट एंड दे डोंट डू इट, और दे डोंट नो अबाउट इट, जस्ट मतलब क्वेश्चन समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा मतलब।
Like I said before, that West Indies team is unable to bat at all. We saw in the first test as well. They struggled. Their top order struggled. Shea Hope really disappointed us. We talked about him in our preview video that he might actually go on and do well, but that did not happen, and that certainly disappointed me. And this West Indies team really has a lot of potential, but they need to bat. And like you said, after a few days of Test cricket were washed away, yet they were unable to draw the Test match. So that is really disappointing. We can say that England bowling was exceptional, but West Indies team has to stay there on the pitch. They have to, spend some time on the crease. That has to happen. And if you are unable to do that in Test cricket, you're not going to survive Test cricket at all. So that is happening with the West Indies team. They're not able to stay. They're not able to block those balls. They're not able to respect bowlers. They're not able to score runs. And that is happening. So that certainly should not happen. The middle order is doing fine. They're trying to do their best, but if top order does not support the middle order, then there's no use of uh, playing Test matches, because you're not able to win like that. So yeah, like I said, West Indies team is unable to bat. They have to learn how to be patient. They have to be on the crease and try to bat overs out. And if they are able to do that, then they'll be forced to reckon as well. Because in both the tests, all they had to do was bat the entire day, or rather bat 1 or 2 sessions out. But they were unable to do that. They were hopeless in front of the English bowlers. They had absolutely no answer to anything that the bowlers threw at them. They looked clueless.
So again, as we talked, the बैटिंग को मतलब बैटिंग थोड़ा सीखना चाहिए, मतलब बैटिंग they should try to bat on swing when the ball is swinging, when the ball is reverse swinging, again थोड़ा सीखना चाहिए. But again, in the first test, as we all saw कि मतलब we all saw कि मतलब England I think so was not prepared, I think so, because जिस तरह से वेस्ट इंडीज ने पूरा डोमिनेट किया था द फर्स्ट टेस्ट में, आई थिंक सो, और जिस तरह से और सेकंड टेस्ट में इंग्लैंड ने बाउंस बैक किया है. तो अगेन व्हाट इज द रूट इफेक्ट, मतलब रूट की कैप्टनसी का इफेक्ट था, या फिर इंग्लैंड वाज कि मतलब रेडी नहीं था मतलब टेस्ट मैच के लिए, मतलब वापस क्रिकेट खेलने के लिए? What do you think?
I believe Root's absence did affect the English side, not with the bat, but Root brings in that mentality into the game, that winning mentality, which the or rather the English team really lacked in the first Test match. But as soon as Root was back in the game, everything was fine with the English team. So yeah, and again in the first Test, Broad wasn't playing as well, so that affected the team as well. So these are the few reasons why England team lost in the first Test, but they did well in the second and the third Test match, and they won the series as well. But we're not here to win only series, because each and every game is important. There are no dead rubbers, because this is a Test championship, and England are losing a lot of points. They dropped points against Australia. They dropped points against South Africa. That one game they lost, and they dropped point here against the West Indies as well. West Indies was rather an easy opponent. They could have 120 points, but this did not happen, and that this will surely hurt the English team when they have to be in the race of the World Test Championships. In the race of being the top two. So we could say that India has already qualified, because they have they have 2 series left. One is home series, that is against the English team, and one is against Australia. The Indian team might not go on and win 120 points in Australia, but they'll win a few points in Australia, and in against England at home, the Indian team will surely do well. And that is the challenge for the English team, that winning 110 20 points against India in India is going to be impossible.
Hmm.
So these points
But
dropped at home are going to cost them a lot.
but last time when England came, not last time, I think so last to last time, I think so it was 5-6 years ago, जब इंग्लैंड आया था अपने यहाँ पे इंडिया में आया था, when England came here, we lost the test series to 1, as you all know. I think so we, yeah,
Yeah,
first
that
test
was
series.
back in that was back in 2012. The team then and the team right now is totally different.
Totally different,
England
yeah.
team that time had Alistair Cook, they had Monte Panesar,
Mm.
or they had Matt Pryor as a wicketkeeper, and
They
Kevin
had Ian
Peterson.
Bell, they had Ian
Yeah,
Bell, they
Ian Bell
had
as well.
Jonathan
So
Trott.
correct. So the team then was entirely different from the team that is right now. They did have bowlers like Jimmy Anderson and Stuart Broad. I'm not sure if Stuart Broad played that series, but just inclusion of one or two players is not going to change. Or rather, we should talk about the 2016 series,
Yeah, that we won, I
where
think so,
England, yeah,
4-0, I think so, that
England
we won
England
4-0.
lost 4-1. England lost the series 4-1. So
Yes.
that team and this present team could be similar, because this present team will have players that played last time, like Ben Stokes, Joe Root, and the bowlers as well. So we should talk about that series. And
Mm.
England had lost that series 4-1. So this is going to be really difficult in India,
Uh,
because if
I think
England does
so.
not.
I think so. I have a fact of the series. I think so. India almost scored. I think so. India scored. I think India in every first innings. You know, they batted in every first innings. मतलब फाइव जो भी फर्स्ट इनिंग्स था, जितने भी टेस्ट मैच है, 4 टेस्ट मैच है, सब सभी के फर्स्ट इनिंग्स में उन्होंने, आई थिंक सो दे स्कोर 400 प्लस रन्स. अगेन दैट वाज अ स्टैट, यू नो, जो मुझे याद है कि मतलब दैट वाज अ स्टैट बैक देन.
Correct. And even a batsman like Karun Nair scored 300 runs in a test match
ट्रिपल टन
in
ट्रिपल
Chennai.
टन ट्रिपल
So
टन
so these
आई रिमेंबर दैट.
statistics aren't going to help England at all. So the road to final for England is definitely going to be difficult. They have to rely on Australia dropping points, which in my opinion is very unlikely, because the Australian team is doing really well right now in Test cricket, and they'll surely do well against India as well in the home series. They might not go on and win 120 points, but they might surely win the series. And if something like that happens, the road is going to be difficult for England.
And again, I just want to point out that one thing, you know, after the test series was over, who's the number one batsman of England right now? I think so. It's Ben Stokes, not Joe Root.
Ben Stokes, definitely Ben
Ben
Stokes,
Stokes.
and inclusion of Root in the Fab Four does not make sense right now, because Root is not doing anything extraordinary or even fine the way he used to do back in 2015 or 16. Root is not the batsman right now, so the inclusion of Root in Fab Four absolutely makes no sense to me. It should be Babar Azam instead of Joe Root right now.
Make it 5-5 with Ben Stokes, you know, because the form he is in. We talked about it in World Cup, you know, he was carrying that team to victory, or close to victory. And again in the Ashes, we all saw that 130 runs that he scored. And again he was chipping, you know, थोड़ा थोड़ा मतलब मार 70 रन. And again after that we saw that in South Africa. So I think so, make it a 5-5 with Kohli, Williamson, Smith, Babar Azam and Ben Stokes.
See, the thing is, the Fab Four list is about only batsmen, and Ben Stokes contributes in two ways, that is batting and bowling. So Ben Stokes could make a different league about fabulous all-rounders. There he could be alongside, say, Jason Holder, and maybe Hardik Pandya, if he, or rather Ravindra Jadeja, or
Ravindra Jadeja.
Hardik Pandya, if he goes on and does well in future test matches. So that could be it for Ben Stokes. Ben Stokes is not in batters league. He is in all-rounders league. That's what I feel.
But in recent time, you know, I think I've seen कि मतलब Ben Stokes has been मतलब बैटिंग अच्छी कर रहे हैं, लेकिन बॉलिंग में थोड़ा फर्क ये. So I think so कि मतलब he is focusing on his batting more than his bowling. What do you think?
No, I don't think like that, because Ben Stokes did really well with the ball as well in this series. He's got about 9 wickets in these three test matches, and for someone like Ben Stokes, who is the fifth bowler, who plays the role of the fifth bowler, or rather third or fourth fast bowler, these statistics are pretty good, because when you have bowlers like Anderson, Broad, and Archer in your team, these guys pick more wickets. And for Ben Stokes, he does not get chance to pick wickets more, because these guys already pick so many wickets. So Ben Stokes bowling is absolutely fine. I don't think there's any problem in it.
तो अगेन मतलब आई आल्सो थिंक कि मतलब नहीं उसको ना नहीं कैसा मींस ही यूज्ड एज reliever means if you know Ben Stokes all these players had 10 12 overs of bowling in a spell, then again after they use Ben Stokes, but again as we also okay, Ben Stokes is for me I think so Ben Stokes is number one English batsman right now. So again we will for now we'll end the discussion about this West Indies England test series. We'll talk about something else. We'll talk about 3TC. That was, on, I think, so I don't remember the date, but 3TC. What do
Yeah.
you feel? What are your first impressions of the match?
Yeah, I really liked the format. I liked how the cricket world tried something new. So kudos to the South African board for for rather inventing a new format, the new format of the game. I really loved it. But as far as the broadcasting and all was concerned, I think the broadcasting was pretty average. Star Sports did not do a fine job doing that,
Yes.
and the Hindi commentary was absolutely stupid. It wasn't nice because they were not in studio, so I can understand, but so it was not nice. The South African commentary was nice because the commentators were in the commentary box.
Mm.
So those things, those technical things are, so let's leave those
Let's
technical
leave the
things.
technical things.
We'll talk about the format. The game, it was pretty nice. ABD Villiers was in outstanding format, and we saw a new bowler. We saw Makaya Nitini's bowler, Thando Nitini bowl as well, and
Mm.
he bowled a few balls pretty well. He got hit in the last delivery for a six, but the
But if he also picked up a
fielder,
wicket, also he picked up a wicket, I think so,
no,
five
no,
to
no,
उसको
he
out
did
किया
not
उन्होंने.
pick a wicket, but
I think
he
so.
bowled to AB de Villiers and Markram really
Mm.
well. And on the last ball, only this much distance was
Picked and
like
boundary or player
the
placements.
fielder was thoda sa andar tha.
Mm.
So due to that he did not get his wicket. So yeah, he's a young prospect and he's got a father like Makaya Nitini. So he did a pretty good job as far as the coach job was concerned. He did a good job to train him, and he's definitely a fine prospect for South Africa's future bowling units.
फॉर मी मतलब गेम ने इतना ज़्यादा कुछ इंटरेस्ट नहीं किया, मतलब नॉट इट वाज नॉट दैट इंटरेस्टिंग, मतलब जितना हाइप किया था उतना इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं लगा मुझे. बट वन गुड थिंग हैपन कि मतलब जो मतलब एक्सपीरियंस देयर वाज अ मिक्स ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर and youth players. So again, those youth players, got chance to bowl. If they were bowlers, they got chance to bowl to those legends like ABD Villiers, Fab du Plessis, Aiden Markram. All those international, जो internationally काफी set है. Again, these bowlers got chance to bowl against them, and also again, the जो नए batsmen है, they also got chance to face bowler like Vernon Fender. Then again, I think so. Rabada was there. Like, no, yeah, Rabada was there. No, who was missing? I think so. Rabada was missing. Luke and NDD was there. So again, it was a good thing कि मतलब नहीं कि एक्सपीरियंस जो यंग प्लेयर है उनको थोड़ा एक्सपीरियंस मिला. दे गॉट एडवाइस कि मतलब बैटिंग कैसे करना है, बॉलिंग कैसे करना है. They shared the same arena with greats like AB de Villiers and again and all. So again, that was a good thing for me coming up from this match. But other than that, इतना एक्साइट नहीं किया फॉर्मेट में. I was just there to watch AB de Villiers. पूरा मैच तो देखा ही. But again, I was just interested to watch the AB de Villiers. बाकी तो मतलब फॉर्मेट ने कुछ ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट नहीं किया. एंड अगेन आगे क्या मतलब हो सकता है कुछ. व्हाट डू यू थिंक? आई डोंट थिंक मतलब अदर
See,
देन
I don't
एंटरटेनमेंट
think
पर्पस.
ICC is going to even see. I don't think ICC is even going to think about this format. And see, the problem with this format is that, see, as far as I am concerned, I do think that this format is fine. And but the problem with this format is that you have seven batsmen in your, that is seven players in your team, and rarely wicket falls. Though the fall of wicket is very rare. So not many wickets fell. So the role of
There are
number
not many
four
players
or
to
number
catch the
five
ball.
batsman is very less. So
Hmm.
that's what makes this format a little bit problematic, and that's the reason why I think ICC will not even think about this format in
Hmm.
near future. So when I thought that this format could make it into Olympics, this is not going to happen anytime soon, or
True.
rather, never going to happen.
Because as you talk about मतलब विकेट नहीं गिरे थे इतने. There were less players I think so to the stadium player फील्ड में ज़्यादा लोग है ही नहीं थे, ज़्यादा लोग थे ही नहीं कैच पकड़ने के
Absolutely.
लिए.
All the fielders were standing outside the 30-yard circle
There was
to
no
save the
30th circle.
boundary. So that
There
does
was
not
no
make sense
30th
at all.
circle.
Exactly.
There
That
was
does
no
not
30th
make
circle.
sense at all. All the players were standing near the boundary. So
Hmm.
these few things make the format boring. But I still feel that this is very promising. If there could be more new rules,
Hmm.
more modifications, but I don't think anything like this is going to happen. So it's better we stop talking about 3TC because that's only a few things we could talk about it.
Yes, entertainment here, okay. But for
Okay,
commercial and all for ICC
no,
के
no,
हिसाब से
then
no, no,
no.
big cross. So again,
So overall,
एक new
yeah.
you say.
Now overall, it's not a thumbs up nor is it a thumbs down. For me, it's something in
Yeah, same
between.
like this between.
So
मतलब
yeah,
entertainment, it's good
it's
for
something in
entertainment.
between like this.
It's good for entertainment, it's good for entertainment. Not that bad, but
Correct.
not as मतलब इसको as a means if you want to reach, if you want to follow, if you want to expand your
Hmm.
cricket world, मतलब बाकी देशों में जाके मतलब अगर आपको एडवर्टाइज करना है क्रिकेट,
Hmm.
again this is a good format, मतलब लोगों को भी देख के अच्छा लगेगा ये. But again it's
See, like I
again
said, I thought it was promising. I still believe that if a few new modifications and these things could come, it could make this format interesting. But
mm,
as far as now is concerned, this format is pretty much like this. Nor this, nor this. It's in between. So yeah.
again there was a news coming right now. IPL in UAE. That's
See,
what.
IPL in UAE is a pretty. So the Kings 11 Punjab franchisee would be really happy because Kings 11 Punjab really did well when IPL happened in 2014 in UAE.
UAE.
Glenn Maxwell was the player to watch out for. Akshar Patel as a debutant did really well, and Kings 11 Punjab overall, they scored the most number of runs. They
Mm.
scored the highest total chasing as well. They defended the lowest score. So as far as Punjab is concerned, they should be very very happy.
Uh,
And as far as Mumbai Indians is concerned, their record was pretty poor back in UAE, but the team is little different. The Mumbai
mm.
Indians team will be defending the trophy, and the entire tournament is going to happen in UAE.
Mm.
So Mumbai Indians
I
is
think
still
so.
a force to reckon, but
I think so.
Kings 11 Punjab could do well as well.
I think so. Mumbai Indians in back then was very different than they have right now, because
Correct.
in 2014 they had just one. They were I think the first time they were different champions, and now they are three. They are four times IPL champions. So again, that team was different. And Kings and Punjab were doing well because Maxwell was on form, Miller was on form. Again, these two, they make 95, 90 runs in every innings. So again, that was the main reason. But
See, the thing with Mumbai Indians is that after 6 years, Mumbai Indians team had to play without the likes of Tendulkar or
mm,
these legends in the 2014 season. So this is why Mumbai Indians lost so many games there. But as soon as the IPL was shifted back in India, Mumbai Indians team did really well. You must remember that game against Rajasthan Royals where they
Aditya
chased
Tale.
about 190 runs in 87 games. So yeah, we'll not talk about that right now.
Mm.
We'll talk about the present season. So the Chennai Super Kings team, the Mumbai Indians team, or even Delhi and Punjab look really strong. Uh, Experts even reckon RCB to be a fine team as well, but we'll not talk about RCB right now because the team is really unpredictable. They sometimes they go on and win games at trot, and the other times they don't win at all. So RCB, let's see what RCB does later.
Mm.
And
We
as
will
of
make a
now,
video on
we
next
should
one.
be really excited that IPL is finally happening.
Yes, we will make a video on analyzing each and every team next
All
week
the
on
teams,
our
correct, correct.
next
We'll analyze
monthly
all the
podcast.
teams.
So now right now it is in UAE. It's a good thing IPL हो रहा है. It's a good thing for people celebrate करने के लिए But I think so काफी ज़्यादा नहीं I think so because it has a window of only 40 days. 40 days,
Yeah.
40-45 days का window है थोड़ा. I think so, and 60 matches in 40-45 days. Again hectic, and after they have to give one
No,
whole
I
week
don't
for
think hectic
playoffs.
because IPL is generally about 45 days only. So the number of days for IPL is fine. But see, what I think of this IPL is that rather than fans supporting their team, fans are going to celebrate IPL
Mm.
because IPL is going to change the mood of the nation because we all know due to COVID-19 everything has changed. Normal has become different. There is new normal now, wearing
Mm.
masks, having a 6 feet distance, and all these things are there. So fans will get something to change their mood in the form of IPL. So IPL will be viewed something like that rather than fans just cheering for their players or cheering for their teams. Fans will celebrate IPL this time.
So again, it's a good thing that IPL is happening in UAE. Again, a great thing. I think so. There were but there were talks, right? There were talks going on. Maybe South Africa inviting us to play Test series. 3 or 5 test series. I don't know much about it, but there was a lot of talks, when before TCC, pre-TCC, pre-3TC, there were a lot of talks, that South Africa was going to invite us to play T20 internationals. Again, it will be again a good thing to see the Indian cricket team in action, and it will be a good warm up for IPL के बाद थोड़ा warm up हो जाएगा थोड़ा लोगों का भी. So again, when we will again after that we have after IPL we have Australia tour of Australia. It's gonna be again important, and after Australia tour, England will visit us in India. So again, it's a busy schedule for Indian cricket. I think so. After IPL, the Indian cricket will finally begin again. Because after IPL you have IPL, then Australia tour, England tour, and T20 World Cup also can occur, in between because there were
See, the
talks
thing
going.
is, see. The thing is, we are not sure when things will be back normal here in
Mm,
India. Will be back to normal here in India, and we cannot comment on the World T20, and we cannot even comment about the India England series right now because the COVID cases are
mm,
rising each and every day. So we should not comment about Indian schedule in India right now. We'll
mm.
only discuss about the IPL because we do not know what is going to happen or when the things are going to be back normal. So yeah. So talking about India's busy schedule, I am
Mm.
not sure if we are really going to be busy or COVID tensions are still going to be there after a few months as well. So we'll talk about as far as the IPL is concerned.
Mm,
There were discussions about Indian team touring to Sri Lanka in
mm,
the month of August, but I'm not sure if that is going to happen we're not even because we are at the end of July right now, and there are absolutely no talks about the Indian team touring to Sri Lanka. So I don't think that is going to happen. And like you said, you're
mm,
talking about the South African series. I also heard about that, but
mm.
we'll have to wait for the official notice. We'll have to see if Indian tour is really going to South Africa because we're not sure. Nothing's
And it
sure.
was, mentioned in pre-TCS, the job TCS की planning करी South Africa. Before that, they had put an offer to us. But again, things have changed from right now and then. Again, we all don't know what is gonna happen, but we all know that IPL is gonna happen. From 17th September, IPL is gonna start, and we will celebrate. We will watch every each and every match from our home. Again, not talk about. So anything you have to add, anything that happened in this month, I want to add.
Uh, no, we'll and like we talked about IPL, we'll be making an analysis video of each and every team
Mm.
individually, and IPL will do a weekly video of IPL. We'll be discussing all the matches that happened in the week, and so yeah, that's about the future and about this video. That's it. That's what we have for you right now. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe this video, and we'll see you in the next video.
Yes, we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.